here I'm going to walk you through the Bezier game. This is the perfect way to learn how to use the pen tool for both Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. So I just typed in Bezier, I'm giving it a quick search, and boom, there we go. So here we go. So it starts out with a tutorial, but a couple of things I want to point out. Up here it has Command Z. Again, it may be different on a PC. I'm on a Mac, so Command Z, that would probably be Control Z on a PC. And so Command Z for the undo, and there's the redo key commands, the clear stage, and snap to angle, and unlink control handles. Okay, those will all become clear as we're going along, and you can also just click on these buttons right here again, or use the key commands. So here we go. So a game to help you master the pen tool. All right, so, and it's called the Bezier game because these are called Bezier curves. Let's give it a quick look. What is a Bezier curve? What is a Bezier curve in simple terms? A Bezier curve, pronounced Bezier, Bezier curve, a Bezier curve. I'm saying Bezier. This says Bezier. Ah, there we go, Bezier. All right, a Bezier curve. That sounds more like it. All right, here we go. Is a mathematically described curve used in computer graphics and animation. In vector images, they are used to model smooth curves that can be scaled indefinitely. The curve is defined by a set of control points with a minimum of 2. All right, so, and this is what they look like. All right, here we go. So now that we know what a Bezier curve is, I've been calling it Bezier for years, so pardon me if I mispronounced the Bezier curve. All right, here we go. So when you start out, you're just going to make click, click, click. You're just going to make a single point, and there won't be an actual Bezier curve. All right, so I'm going to click, and it tells you how many points remaining. If you don't do it in the amount of points, like if I click here and it says 1 node remaining, I click here and go, oh no, 0 points remaining, and you see I have that little no sign. So when I go to click, it won't let me. So that's interesting. It skipped the stage. I didn't mean for it to do it. I was going to hit undo. I'm going to go back. So I'm just going to go click, and it says 2 nodes remaining, so 1 and 2. Okay, and then it takes me to the next step. All right, and it gives me a little demo. You can see it says skip the tutorial stages. I'm in the tutorial stages. And again, this has no Bezier curves. I'm just clicking, clicking, click, and it says 0 nodes remaining. Uh-oh, how did that happen? Okay, I mean, well, it got me through it. Okay, here we actually start with the Bezier curves. We're gonna start here, and it's probably a good idea. This is very simple, but it's a good idea to start where it's blinking, where it's telling you to start, because if you start going in different directions, it may be a bit more difficult as the games, these little puzzles become more difficult. So I'm going to click, hold my finger on the mouse button, and drag upward. You can see those handles appear. Those handles are not a part of the drawing. They just affect the line. And I'm going to click, hold, and drag out. And you can see it's just matching up with the tutorial images here. So I click here to make my anchor point, hold my finger on the mouse button, and drag downward. If you go the wrong way, it's easy to see. Just keep your finger on the mouse button and readjust. Okay, and just line them up. And then here, there we go. Make sure you just line them up. And I believe I just need to click here. 0 nodes remaining. I'll click, and we're done. Okay, now it's starting to get a little difficult, but it gives you an example. And you can see how it's breaking these handles. That's what it means up here where it says unlink control handles. Okay, so you're gonna need to hold that. I believe that is the Option key. All right, so again, you see this is a handle. It's tempting to click here and start dragging, but you want to click on the little blue dot. Click, hold your finger on the button and drag that outward and match it up with that handle on the left, on the back side of the line. And then we're going to add in that unlink control handles, which is the option key, and you can see it unlinks them. Okay, and now I can go to the next step and release. Now I've released my finger from the option key. I'm going to click, hold, and drag that out. Again, matching up the back side, the trailing end of this handle and the handles, and then I'm going to hold the option key to unlink the control handles, and then I can bend it upward and I match it up here. And then when I get here, you can see it's telling me no, 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 and then when it matches up, I can just click. My finger is not on the option key, and we're good to go. Now is when it starts to get complicated. I've seen students where they will start over here and they end up getting in a situation because sometimes, because you're limited by the amount of nodes that you can make, it can cause you to need more nodes. So you see the blinking dot right here. I'm going to click here, and then 14 nodes remaining. Click, click. And this is the puzzle part, is you can once you get good at this, you can start decreasing the amount of points that it takes you. Okay? So here, I'm going to do these wheels two ways. You can see here I clicked, and now I'm going to come right here and click and drag that out. And then I'm going to come up here and just click. Okay? Now here, I'm going to come here. Let's see. Can I do this differently? I'm going to click. No, actually, I'm just going to do it the same way. And I'll drag outward, and then I'll just bring that here. Well, actually, you see, it's positioned wrong. I could undo this and redo that line, but just to show you, I can click here and drag that out, and I can fix that line. But then I need to unlink the control handles. I'm going to hold the option key, and you can see I can bend that in this direction, but I'm just going to drag it right back on top of itself so that it won't influence that line. Okay, it says 6 nodes remaining. I'm going to click here, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and it says I have 3 nodes remaining. Here, okay, 1, 2. Okay, I think I can make it. I can probably click here, drag all the way out. It's going to be a bit difficult to make that curve, but I'm going to see if I can try it here. I'm going to drag that. Okay. And this node is probably going to pull out too far, so I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to hold the option key and shorten that so it doesn't force that curved line out. Uh-oh, it didn't let me do that. There we go. Okay. Now here you can see it's curving down too much, so I need to add a curve. I'm going to hold the option key and drag that in on top of itself. And then we have a straight line. It says 1 node remaining. Okay, 0 nodes remaining, but I'm at the beginning, so I can just click and drag, and we have completed it. All right. Okay, next stage. You've used 15 nodes. All right, so next stage. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click, click. Here, you might be able to get a little creative and try to come here and drag a point out. There we go. I think that's kind of working. Maybe. Yeah, that works. But I'm going to undo this, and that's a little, I'm pushing it. So I just hit Command Z, see the undo, and I'm going to click here, a straight line, and then here I'm going to click and drag outward. And then I'm just going to click, no dragging. And then I'll come here, I'll click to make a, add that node, and then I'm going to click here, drag outward. This handle is pointing straight up, in this direction, so I don't need to shorten it because it's not pushing it outward in either direction, so it should, see, if I move it away, it will influence it, but going straight up, no problem. So I'm going to go click, click, 4 nodes remaining, click, 2 nodes remaining, 1, and it says 1 node, and we're at the end, so I don't need to make an extra node. I just close it up. There we go. Next stage. Paperclip. All right, I'm going to start here. I'm going to start speaking less, and you can just watch me. If you want to do this, you can. I might have to redo this because I'm not sure if this gets to the point where it starts telling me that, well, it starts limiting my nodes. So there we go. Okay, 3 nodes. So 1, 2. All right, we made it. No, I'm maybe not 3. Okay, it did give it to me on the end. All right, so next stage. All right, I'm not sure what direction. I'm going to see if I can come down here and shorten the nodes. 9 nodes remaining. I'm going to see if I can, normally I would come here and add a bit of a curve, but I'm going to see if I can click, drag that out, and get that to fit here. There we go. And now I'm going to hold the Option key. Whoops, hang on, do that again. Hold the Option key, shorten that. Okay, and then I can click here. And I could put an extra node here, but I'm going to see if I can come out here. I don't know if this is going to work. It's kind of sloppy looking, but if I hold the Option key, I can bend that back. I'm trying to see how many nodes. See, 6 nodes remaining. I can come here, click, and then out here I'll click, drag, and that fits nicely. I'm going to hold the Option key to unlink the control handles. Okay. And then I'm going to click here, and then normally I could click and add a little bit of a curve here, but I'm going to come here, curve, click, and drag that out, and then I can drag that, holding the Option key, drag that in, and you say 2 nodes remaining. So you can see here, I can come in by cheating a little bit and using fewer nodes, but normally I would have added more nodes to this, but I just wanted to demonstrate how you can do that with shorter nodes. I mean, with fewer nodes. Or anchor points is what I usually call them. All right, next stage, cloud. All right, it doesn't say what direction I should go in, so I'm just going to go. And I'm going to do this when it's, how many nodes? I'm going to do this nice and easy because I think these will look nicer. Just click, drag. And if you miss what I did, just here, I'm going to go ahead. That's kind of an easy arc. And then I'm going to hold the Option key. Yeah, but if you miss what I did, just rewind it. It said 1 node left, and I got it. All right, and then I can close. All right, now the thing that I did here, you see there's an anchor, well, a node here, or anchor point, a node here. And here, since this was a soft curve, I didn't put one here. It really wasn't necessary. But considering it only gives me, says 8, I used 8 nodes out of 8. That is necessary. So make sure you get that point right there. All right, next stage. Ooh, this one looks difficult. I'm not sure what's the best direction. All right, so 15 nodes. And I'm just going to come here, click out, and I'm just making little small points here. I hope I'm going to add an extra node here. I hope I don't regret that extra node. I'm holding the Option key to shorten that. And again, if you don't, it doesn't work the same way for you, just watch the video, and again, you don't have to do exactly the same thing that I do. Okay, I'm clicking and dragging. I need to shorten it because this is definitely going to pull out on the, on the left side too much. So I'm going to hold the Option key, shorten that node, and then I'm going to come up here. It's 3 nodes. Uh-oh, we're getting into some trouble here. I'm going to move up. Normally I would just put 1 here, but I'm going to push it up a little further. I may have to do some undos. 2 nodes. 1. Hang on. I'm going to have to shorten that. Hang on. There we go. So drag that out. It says 1 node remaining. I'm not going to make it. So 0 nodes, and I can't. No, actually, if I add that little point here, that will make it. No, maybe not. Let me try it again. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit undo. and see if I can. There we go. That's the key right there. And then I'm going to hold the Option key, shorten that up, and then there we go. Made it. All right, next stage. All right, quack, quack, a duck. I'm just going to come out here, click, drag, hold the Option key to break that point. Click, drag to add a little curve under the chin. Hold the Option key to to unlink that control handle and bring that in. Same here. Now I'm just going to click, click. Here I'm going to try to do that in one motion. Hold the Option key to unlink that node, and I missed how many nodes I have left. I'm going to go to the top of the head. See what we got here. 4 nodes remaining. Let's see. It's going to be difficult. There we go. 3 nodes remaining. All right, so we got this under 9 out of 12. So if you're following along doing the same thing that I'm doing, you can do this with more. You don't have to be so conservative. All right, a baseball cap. I'm going to click, click. And I'm just going to add the curve here. I'm going to use the Option key to unlink that handle. Click here, drag that up, hold the Option key to shorten that completely, and click, drag that out. Hold the Option key, shorten that. I'm just dragging that handle right on top of the anchor point or the node. And here I'm gonna, it hasn't been forcing me to use 2 little nodes, so I'm gonna take it easy here. And 3 nodes to go on. Well, I'll just go here. Drag that up. Here. Hang on. Shorten that. Okay, 2 nodes to go. That's 1. And we saved 1. 1 node remaining. Boom. All right, next step. Ooh, this one looks difficult. All right, here we go. 11 nodes remaining. Again, if you have extra nodes, let me do that again. I hit Command Z to undo that. Hold the Option key to shorten that. Now I can drag that out, shorten, hold the Option key to shorten that one. I'm just going to come around. I should have shortened that one. Let me do that again. I hit Command Z. I'm going to shorten this so it'll be easier to control that. 6 nodes to go. Shorten that one. Drag that out. Keep that short. There we go. And I'm just dragging. So there's 2 nodes to go. I could probably make, well, I definitely can make that in 1, but, you know, I could do a couple. It'll be easier to do it with 2, but I'm just going to drag it out and get that extra node. There we go. Next stage. Ooh, scary. All right, click. Drag that out. I'm going to go a little bit faster here. I'm going to come here. I don't know if I can actually, let me hit undo a couple times. If I drag this out and then I hold the Option key, I can extend this handle and that'll push that forward to that end. Hopefully, let's see how that goes. Yeah, that helped it. Now I'm going to hold the Option key, shorten that on top. Click here. It says 14 nodes to go. I'm not going to worry. I can try to get these extra nodes, but I'm just going to keep going. Let's see. Click, drag that out. I'm going to shorten that node by the handle. There we go. Hold the Option key, shorten that one. 9 nodes to go. All right. I'm going to hold the Option key, drag that out. Didn't give me that one. Here? I'm not sure why it's not giving it. It's lined up in there. Maybe that's a little too close. All right, I have extra nodes, so I'm just going to click right here. Here we go. Six nodes remaining. It's not the best line, but hey, I don't want to start over. I can shorten that, drag that down, and then click 4 nodes remaining, or 3 nodes. Use 14 out of 17. Next stage. Hey, all right, I completed it. And you can also try it and see if you can do it with fewer nodes. See if you can beat me, and then see if you can beat yourself. Because I know there was a few options, a few situations where I left a few extra nodes on the table. Anyway, I hope this was helpful.
Bezier curve.
Bezier.
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 Courbe de Bézier.
Bezier curve.
Bezier.